All right, so once we've successfully created our reduction method, I want to talk for a second a little bit about constructors. A constructor is just a part of the program that will help you kind of be able to create a new rational number, and instead of needing to do mynum.setNum, mynum.setDen, we can just do it in a much easier way with having mynum and then putting a 3 and a 6 there, or any integer, which will make our lives a lot easier. And I'm actually going to use the reduction method in this constructor so that instead of putting 3 and 6 and then reducing it, it'll actually automatically be able to reduce those numbers, reduce the fraction, and we'll be able to work with that a lot easier. First thing we're going to need to do if we're working with constructors is we have to create just a regular run-of-the-mill constructor. So in order to make a constructor, we have to do rational and just empty parentheses. We can go ahead and create a definition. I just like to create a regular empty definition, and this is going to be the default constructor. All right, so now once we've created the default constructor that does nothing, it actually doesn't do anything, it's just there for in case we don't want to make a new rational number this way. The next constructor we're going to do is we're actually going to make a constructor that can receive two integer parameters. So we're going to give this one int, we're going to call it num, and then int den. All right, so let's go ahead and now generate a definition for this constructor. Now, when we're working with new constructors, I like to make sure that we take care of any bad cases. So I'm just going to put in if den equals 0, because obviously you cannot divide by 0. We're just going to go ahead and den equals 1. That'll just fix that, so we won't need to worry about that. All right, so now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to look at my reduction function, and I'm actually going to just copy and paste what I did here. And now if you didn't see the last video on what the science is behind this, then I would go ahead and watch that. So I'm just going to copy everything in there, and I'm going to fix it right now. All right, so instead of, okay, let's see what happened here. Yeah, this is just going to be num, and this is just going to be den. All right, and now what's going to happen is I'm just going to do the reduction stuff, and then instead of it redoing all that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set the numerator to equal new num and the denumerator to equal new den. All right, now I've just done that. All right, so now what this allows me to do is it allows me to go to my main and do something like this. So I want to make a new fraction. I called it mynum2, and I made it 3 and 6. Now, once these numbers actually are passed through this constructor, they will be reduced, and then when I continue to work with my fraction, it'll already be in its reduced form. So that is using constructors and creating your own constructors with the rational class, and I will see you in the next video.